live. Hello.
Live. Hello, Internet. Welcome.
Welcome to the Frostland. I have no
Welcome to
idea of
our corner
anybody.
of the Internet where it's very cold.
I don't think there's anybody in here. This is fine.
No.
So,
Usually not for the first few minutes.
I ran it for 5 minutes, so. But yeah. Are you looking at the stream time?
Yeah.
How
Yeah, I
does
can see it on
the.
the
So. Okay, I'm gonna start a. Well, actually, this is a different game. I'm gonna do a different one than this, but I want to see how the donation bar at the top looked. But I didn't want to do that and then like have it like blast out to everybody that we went live. So I want to make sure that my top bar there is like not gonna go over the resources.
Oh, I see. So it's not supposed to be like all the way at the top, right? It's
Yeah,
like
if I
like
put
an
it
inch
all the
down.
way at the top, I know it's going to cover
Right.
like things.
Oh yeah, I guess it's like a StarCraft thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Because I figured that
Let
you
me
don't want to
see
cover
here.
the resources. That makes
What do
sense.
you think of that? Damn. All the things that tell me how bad the city hates, like, how bad the city is like, right there. I think I need to move it, like, down. God, that looks freaking horrible. I think there is, like, where it needs to be.
I mean, it's really up to you. This is the hard part. Is like there's no defined standard. It kind of like switches per game. Like Monster Hunter proves to be a challenge because every corner is used for
And that's
a
the
resource
problem
that
is,
people
like,
want to see.
so I guess I can hover over these. I can hover over these and be like, and also, see all that black shit on the side of my screen there?
Yeah.
That means, I'm not doing good with these either.
Oh, I see. There's like little like filter effects for when
Yeah.
things are bad.
I thought it was only
Ooh.
squalor at first. Like, I thought it was cold and grit getting on the screen. But no, even if your people are cold, they stop wiping off the Stuart's camera.
Yeah.
Damn you, Stuart!
I like this. I don't know. Did Frostpunk have the same kind of like 3D view? I mean, it was three-dimensional models, but like.
So, I don't think you could rotate the camera in Frostpunk 1, if I remember right.
That little that like yaw pan there was really
Yeah!
cool. How you can see the like depth of
Oh,
the core.
I'll show you something really cool once we get. I guess I'll do the prologue. I don't know if we're gonna have anybody like in here for the prologue, but I'll throw out the prologue, and there's something really cool I want to show you after it.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's go to chapter 1. If somebody joins, then I'll. If we start getting some people, let's.
This is the first Frostpunk stream, right? Or was there? Did you do a previous?
This is my first one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not super worried about it with some of these games. Like I'll play like Dead Cells and roguelikes, and
well, and
if
I
this
was
one has been
also
out for a
like,
while, I don't care.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I put it in a playlist, like, because I just noticed other things are in a playlist, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna like keep doing this. I was just like, I like doing like Victoria era streams every once in a while, and this is like this is like
we do
worse
playlists,
Vicky 3.
Always, yeah. If it only ends up being like one or two, like we have playlists for everything just in case.
I just want to show you something, and then I'm gonna get out of this, so I'm like just skipping over things. Okay. Oh no! Is this the prologue? No! This isn't where I'm supposed to be. Hold on.
I thought you were doing chapter 1.
I did too. I did too. That's weird.
Do they make you like click take units?
I think that's what happened there.
The
So here, let me show you real quick what happens when I. There's this really cool part of this game. I was playing this on Captain difficulty, which is why when I go to this game, everything is so fucked, because that's the highest difficulty, and it's like everybody hates you. Like, you need 1,000 more workers to do things. They're still really good at surviving temperatures, though, because look at the temperature up in the corner here. We're at negative 60°C. Negative 40 is negative 40 Fahrenheit. Negative 60. Let me see here. I always have to do this conversion. So I can put the game in Fahrenheit, but I leave it in this so I get better at doing the conversion.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is negative 76 Fahrenheit.
Jesus.
And it will go. The lowest it will go down to is negative 110.
So this generator here, this is like your
so
core.
Look at
like
this.
Your command center, right?
This here is what the first game was. Everything in this area is the size of the first game.
That's fucking sick. Holy shit.
Yeah, so all these districts out here are like almost as big as what you would have had around the generator in the other game.
Okay, because I remember seeing the screenshots of the first game and thinking like, oh, it's a pretty sizable.
And look
city.
at all these people. I love this.
Right, so you have like little satellite towns and stuff.
Yeah,
Now, right?
it basically it's a lot like how like Civilization had the districts,
Yeah.
but they take up more space. Like they, have a lot more to them. But here, I just wanted to show you that zooming in because I love that. Like
That is cool.
it doesn't add gameplay, but like it's just really cool that those models are there.
Right, and they bother to put detail on them so you can zoom in and see them too.
Yeah.
Like the representative state. It's like the upgrades in Helldivers. Like, yeah, you don't need to see like your ship actually change, but it is.
We'll go up to
nice way to
officer for this
visualize
one.
it.
Still margin of error.
So there's chapters to this.
Yeah. So the prologue chapter is like somewhere in between like Frostpunk 1 and Frostpunk 2. Like you're running a town. You're running something that's very much like the first one, but like how do I say it? The scale is only a little bit bigger, but you have the same tools you would have had in the first one.
Yeah, that makes sense from the way people described it. The second one compared to the first.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut through that. No. I want to go back because I want to show. Oh my god, I'm sorry, everybody. If anybody ever watches this in the future on YouTube for some reason, they're gonna get to watch me restart constantly because I've been starting a bunch of games lately, and I'm like, so I just keep, blowing through it. Here, I blow through all the cutscenes really quickly, and I am in the habit of doing it. Okay.
There's like cutscene compilations on YouTube. People can go watch those.
There's not that many cutscenes, to be fair. But the first one's really cool. It's Stuart's backstory.
Are you saying Stuart like the name?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Captain's story. This is you from the first game.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So this is like a dystopian thing that happens in Victorian era, like 1800s.
Yeah. So the like freezing of the world happens in like 1840 or 1850 or something like that. It's pretty nutty. The timeline diverges from our timeline. When Babbage goes to make his calculator, he actually completes it for Parliament. That's where the timelines diverge. Yep. Yeah, he never finished his Babbage calculating machine for at least not to the. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't.
Right, it was just an idea, right? Because she was like. He wrote the initial like code for it, and then it was like, this is a cool idea, but not the actual.
He completed one, but not to the precision that the Parliament wanted.
Right. Yeah.
So it was like he did it out to like 4 digits or something like that, and they wanted 7.
I wonder if people still make those as like a fun like historical.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure they do.
Yeah.
They have to.
I've like seen the concepts and like. Ada Lovelace is my favorite historical figure, so like I always liked the idea of it, but I'd never actually seen like how it worked or how it was proposed to work.
Ada Lovelace, that hussy.
I just love the backstory she
was
had.
Going
her mom
up.
Was like
she was coming up on a married man.
Well, I like the fact that her mom was like, "Don't be like your dad. Please go study math and science.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here."
No, her papers are awesome. If you go back and read them, you're like, my god, she's describing a computer program.
Right, yeah, literally. And I was like, oh, shit.
I'm like, well done. I'm like, you are clearly the most abstract thinker. Like, because all of this is a thought experiment. None of this, like, I mean, yeah, like, you know how they use, like, magic cards to make, like, a Turing complete computer.
Yeah, I love
That,
that.
that's
My
like
friend sent me that a
possible.
while ago.
So I suppose you could have used like a deck of cards and used like the orientation of the cards and the suits and stuff like that to probably build a Turing complete computer. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or something
yeah,
like
exactly.
that. But like
Just like getting
still,
the
she got there without even like the visual aid. Is what's crazy for me. Okay, so
yeah.
we're in the game. Uh, so after telling us about Captain, they dump us into a dreadnought wreck. Um, kind of found that odd, you know, that like we get to see Captain like us from the first game, and then they're like, "Hey, guess what? Now, here's this old dreadnought that you never saw in the first game. They're like you find wrecks of them out in the Frostlands, but like you don't ever start on one."
So you don't actually like
So
command units in this.
I
Right?
should say what I'm doing right now is you have to frost break. So here I'll start the game while it's doing this, and you'll see. Look at them go. Look at these little guys. They're out there breaking the frost so we can get down to dirt to build buildings, or I should say, dirt. Like at this point, the dirt is like solid stone. And let's see. So we need to build some houses. And if you build things next to the generator, it gets extra heat bonuses. I don't remember if the first game did anything like that. So we'll build a little house. And I'm going to pause while I do some more breaking here. So we're going to...
You don't ever actually like control like units in this, right? This is more about like you give commands.
So once we get to the Frostlands, you kind of do. They don't show it, but up here in this corner, there will be guards and there will be Frostland explorers. And so, yeah, I don't control them like an RTS, per se, but there will be, like, people that I need a certain amount of to send them out to do missions. To explore. So, like I said, just right now, all I'm doing is breaking ground. Oh, and I fucked up there. And also, one thing they haven't done is there's no way to cancel. So...
you can't cancel commands? Really?
No, once you
that's
start something. So I need to get over to this because these are prefabs. And this is what you need to build almost everything. You'll end up like with a stupid amount of them, usually, but you do need them to actually build. And on this one, we are attempting to... The reason I'm going to all this food is because we need to stock enough food before the whiteout comes. You know, like in the original one where you would have whiteouts. That also happens in this one. So, yeah. I guess up here, we have workforce, and we have our population. So a percentage of your population are not workers. And you can see right now, like, 1,500 of my people are out here in these machines breaking frost. You can see 4 of them right there. 6 of them. What is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? It's not too bad. That's like 75 people per.
Are those the giant fucking saw things?
Yeah.
Oh, like in real life. Like the... What do they call that
Basically.
thing?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what they're
memes,
named.
Yeah. The old image board meme that was like, man, the giant fucking saw thing. And I was like, that's real? Holy shit.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That's fucking crazy.
And I personally think we should be sending them out with shovels. Do it like we did back in the old day.
Yeah. It'd be a little bit more efficient. You could save all that fuel for, heat.
Yeah.
I wonder, so if you have machines in this, is that like an actual worry of like, do you want to power machines or do you want to live for the 3 months with heat?
That is a thing. But usually it ends up not being a choice because it's like there's only a couple things you can turn off and your city isn't, unless you have like a gross like I also need to do this. So basically something I found out in my other playthroughs is the first thing I should do with every one of my factions is mug them. Because scrap is hard to come by. You'll see here I only get 21 per week, but I got like hundreds from mugging them. Or 100.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's like... I like that this game teaches you early, like, you can't really be nice to everybody. You're gonna have to fuck someone over.
Oh, more than one.
More than one.
The frost is unforgiving, but government's even worse.
Yeah. I like that, like the hex grid like shows the texture. This reminds me a lot of
But
BattleTech.
here, take a look at this. Did you notice that there's only 5 sides on this one?
Is that because there's something hidden there?
No, it just
Or part
makes
of
it
the
really hard to fucking make your grid look good. So there's
Oh, I
buildings
see,
later
yeah.
that have adjacency bonuses. They're like, oh, you need less workers, like this one. So when I place it, you see all that blue? It's kind of hard to
Oh,
see.
yeah.
But that's like basically 2 tiles from the middle of this is going to have minus 10% workers needed for like farms. But what happens is that because of the weirdness of the grid, it's very hard to get it like lined up to actually produce the results you want.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of an oversight of like.
I think it's meant to be done that way, so it's not like you can perfectly calculate a grid.
Oh, I
Like,
see. So every space like isn't exactly equal. Like if you bother
yeah,
to get into that scenario, it's like, well, that's literally it's like
like
a physical.
I think
restriction.
I think like yeah, because if it were just like hexes, for example, like you could just build like you could just print out hexes, you know, like on a printer and just like color them with the districts and be like, I want a flower petal, you know, like 6
Right.
districts
I
that
want to
all
build a
touch,
building in an alleyway it shouldn't fit.
or actually it'd be like, let me see if I can show an example. Like, it's gonna be easier on other maps, but basically, if I were to draw like, so let's say we're gonna make a triangle here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 1. And then you put the storage thing there that gives the bonus. And then you do like another triangle right above it. So like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And now that's touching. So if you have 6 sides, you can then have 3 of the hexes of the district in range. It's like I said, it's hard to show on this map. But let me see. If I run into a spot I can do it, I'll show you. And also, this map doesn't have districts that are 6 big. The first one, it starts you off very simple with like no no ability to like upgrade districts. Yeah, I like.
Oh, I see. So like the chapters kind of like how StarCraft missions would slowly introduce like, hey, here's the first mission with like engineering stuff.
The next one is like we just throw you in the deep end, which is
Okay.
fine. It actually, the game does a really good job of getting you to build things because like everything in your tech tree that unlocks a law is like, hey, now that this unlocked a law, your people want you to pass this, or like one faction wants you to pass it.
Oh, I
So
see. So there's the political
because of
implications.
because of promising people things and granting them the next agenda, the game really does a good job incentivizing you um to build everything like when it's available. We got oil. As
So I
the
wonder, like, does
as
that
the
make
thick
like,
black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. Yeah.
does that make like tech tree decisions a lot harder? Where it's like as soon as you unlock something, it's not like you
Yes,
can wait to
because
research it. You have to
also
like.
their factions are opposed to each other, and sometimes you want like something that one faction has, but not something that the other faction has. And there's some text that you just will not be able to research if you don't have that faction.
Okay.
So, like I really like the Frostlanders because they get the ability to have a adaptable generator, which can just take every type of fuel.
Hmm.
But if you get like the high tech people, any of the ones that care more about like logic and reason, they'll be like, I want it to just burn oil and be really good at burning oil, but none of this coal crap. And I'm like, yeah, but we got a lot of that. I don't know. We're in England, man. The coal fields out here, you guys haven't even touched them. It all froze over in the 40s. 1840s, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So let's see. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us, but more importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts, and it will do so again. We have oil. We can turn on the furnace. The screeching of eagles is there. America's
The
coming.
screeching of eagles. So
Wait,
is there,
there's
there
all
are
that
animals in this, right?
there's all that freedom juice we're getting out of the ground. Oh, you're gonna love that. Yes, there are.
Oh shit. Okay.
Um,
Are they a problem?
no. Well, yeah, we're a problem for them. The furnace is on.
Oh right, because you have to hunt. Yeah.
We have enough oil to cover current needs, but the cold is still affecting our people. Well, definitely because none of them live in houses, or not
Yeah.
all of them live in houses. Proper
be any
shelter.
other
The
reason.
house will best protect us from the cold if built in close proximity to other houses or the furnace. However, we'll need to prefabricate parts for construction. We brought some with us. The rest will need to be extracted from wagon wrecks. Because this thing was like a train.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Apparently with like an oil tanker on it, which actually, that's very flavorful that it would crash and spill its oil everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
But at -20, that oil ain't going going more like molasses. Let's see here. Look at that. Look at it bubble. Oh, you can overdrive the generator just like in the first one.
Oh, that's cool.
But it won't blow up this time. It just starts murdering people. It decides that it needs blood, and lots of people will die every month.
Like that one robot, like the art installation where it has to keep shoveling like blood-looking oil into itself.
Oh my god, I just saw that the other day.
I love that. It's such a good. I mean, the actual art is cool too, but I love the memes where it's like, wow,
yeah.
That's
what is my purpose?
Yeah.
You keep yourself going by shoveling oil.
So is like this first chapter like the early economy like tutorial, or like what is it?
So there's one resource that's missing up here, and like I said, I can't go to the Frostlands, so I can't get anything from outside my camp, which that is really important. Like, you cannot properly play the game without doing that, getting stuff from the Frostlands. There's an achievement for winning a scenario without it, but like it is hard. Even on easy, that wouldn't be easy for me to do.
Right.
But yeah. And I just haven't been speeding it up, but I can go.
Is there like a game speed to this too?
Yeah, up there in the left-hand corner. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. I like that they have it on the actual like.
How's the overlay look, Tom?
How does the what?
The overlay.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's just a.
You can see now the one faction. Oh yeah, and I have no text, unfortunately. So.
Well, I think like your resolution size, like everything's a little bit small, but that's just like that's just.
Oh no, I meant like in Twitch, how you can see my text and.
Oh, on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious if you were paying attention to it. I didn't want to keep up the. So I don't have a tech tree right now, which kind of makes that not as interesting.
Right, yeah, right now it's just saying all the 6 categories are empty.
Yeah.
But it does show the only community.
Yeah, I only have one community as well. Only one group to mug.
Is that your community? Like in your
all of them are my community. It's kind of like how in the US, Democrats and Republicans are part of the American community. You know what I mean?
Okay, right. So it's not necessarily saying like
these
are all the people you have.
They're my constituents. Right now we have no radical factions, but what you'll have is 2 non-radical factions that feed into one, and you'll have 1 radical faction that feeds into another. So you always have 2 radical factions, 3 non-radicals, 2 of them feed into 1 radical, 1 of them feeds into the other radical.
Okay.
So as they become radicalized, oh whoops, I didn't read that. It was saying to make food that we have to stockpile it before the whiteout, and then it's talking about the whiteout that we must be ready.
Okay, and whiteouts are like your storms.
Yeah, whiteout is the horrible storm that's from even in Frostpunk 1, I think they have mega storms or whatever that blow through.
Okay.
It's basically Hurricane Milton at -40 degrees.
Right. Yeah.
Oh. No. Okay. I always hate doing this. It's always a pain to do. Oh, I actually. No, that's fine. I just want to get.
Are you doing like a upgrade or no?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to this food down here because this is like the best pile. So you can see here. This says 400k. This says 18.
Oh, okay.
This says 18, and what did this one have? This one must have had 18 as well. and I got to stockpile 40,000. So, you know, the fact that that's 400k is like, well, that's basically I'll never run out of it in this mission.
Are there like land chunks in the overworld that show you like, hey, this is a food resource? Like you can plant a. I guess I'm thinking of like StarCraft, how you put those over a certain.
I'll show you once we get to the actual like overworld area. But yeah, there's stuff like that, where you can send people to like hunt deer and stuff like that at a certain location. And then there's like permanent settlements where you can send people to actually like farm.
Okay.
Actually, I need more houses. My people are just kind of chilling inside.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah, literally chilling inside.
Yeah. And outside. The chilling in and out. So chilly. Can I mug you again? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's okay. We'll give it back to you. I swear. I'm just getting taxes, don't worry.
I say it's skeptical?
Yeah, they're... Well, you know, I just keep taking taxes, and... They're not too happy about that.
Right, yeah.
But,
Makes sense, makes sense.
But, you know, I'm their captain. They'll do what I say. Come hell or high water, right?
What is, like, your, like, political... Like, what gives you, like, your authority in this world? Are you just, like, elected, or...?
So... That is a very good question. If I remember right, the previous captain is... In this mission, I have no idea. But in the next one, like, the next chapters, the only thing that gives me my authority is apparently the captain was like, this guy would be great.
My dying wish.
My dying wish. I could tell them to tighten their belts.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm, like, seeing, like, what are, like, the town-looking, like, units or, like, tiles you have there?
Which ones?
Is it like your first like actual like structure?
Where?
These?
This one?
No, so on the right side of the bridge. I'm calling it the bridge.
This one?
Yeah, there's like the two biggest like.
This one here is for a food district.
Okay.
And then I don't have any up here yet. I don't know if I do need to get those because basically you can see up here I have minus 60 materials, and what that does is increases squalor.
Okay.
And that causes my buildings to break down more frequently, and can cause, like, I don't have it yet, but you can, as you expand districts, you're going to get slots, like, right above this, that you can put buildings in those districts.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. So, like, each of, like, your, like, districts or, like, city parts, you can actually choose, like, what the major, like...
Yeah, and you can specialize them, essentially.
Yeah, okay. I like that as like the same way that Civilization's like it doesn't really matter what exact
exactly
like,
where you're like I have a science district and there are many things I can build in that science district.
Right, yeah.
And some of those are mutually exclusive. In this case, everything is basically like there's just 2 slots. You can double up on anything in those districts. You may not want to.
Right, yeah.
Man, look at how much my people tolerate me.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be fine.
Better to be tolerated than liked. Am I right?
I mean, in this game, a lot of those, like...
I've been playing Victoria 3. All I have to do is be aloof.
Yeah, exactly.
Above the peasants. And feed them. Which we're not doing a good job of. And we only have 70 weeks.
Is it like how quick? Like, is it like a actual like real time clock, or like how does time advance in this game?
So you can see up here the days are going up here.
Okay.
And it advances, 1 week at a time. Also, your dude will die from old age, which is pretty interesting.
So
they do keep track of the captain's age. Steward's age. Stuart's age.
Right.
Whatever, Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart.
Stewart the Steward, who will one day become captain and rule with an iron fist.
Yeah.
So in the previous game, everybody was called captain, and you had a lot more authority to do things because it was much more desperate. And you can basically become the captain again and pass a law, and you see this bar down here for trust. And, right now it says despised. if I pass the captain law, it just says captain, and it says trust doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
It's basic, and also you still vote, and all the people still have to show up to the council meetings. It's just you're telling everybody how to vote.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's very Putin. You have full, 100% approval rating on everything. You're like,
Yeah.
the line goes up. We're
The
doing
political system is more of a stage for you to be like, yeah, but it's so fair because I said it is.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah, exactly.
So after this, we gotta start getting some of this to make sure my squalor is taken care of.
Not a bad idea.
But until then, man, getting those prefabs is annoying.
It does seem like it's a little bit of an issue.
We got money because we keep robbing these people. Actually, I should probably give them some of that back. It'll improve their relationship. There you go, buddies. Here you go. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Well, they tolerate me still. But,
They'll be fine.
they'll be fine, yeah, until they're a little skeptical. They're tightening belts. That's fine. Skeptical. Yeah. Extremely decreased by take scraps. Decreased by rationing food. Significantly increased by return scraps. Oh, no. Okay, good. Have returned to work. Okay. I was like, what? What have you done? I didn't say you could take off for a sick day.
I thought it said skeptical on that. I was like, what?
Yeah. 4 people have returned from being skeptical.
Alright, I've changed my mind.
Yeah. Well, at one point I was skeptical, and then he became the captain.
Yeah. And with a title like that, I mean, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah. I remember the previous captain. Ruled with an iron fist, authoritarian regime.
Yeah.
Best time ever. All the children were employed in the mines.
Those were the days.
Yeah, those were the days when you got free daycare and they brought home the coal. The kids pulled their own weight around the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it up to 3 to get this done. Whoop.
Oh, so are you like switching the speed like pretty frequently in this?
I haven't been, but normally I would.
Ah, okay.
Let's see. A mysterious symbol, the captain's legacy. One of our frostbreaking crews covered the frozen remains of the man in tattered uniform. His shoulder patch reads, New London Scouts, 3rd Platoon. And he bears an obscure insignia. Some of our elders claim it belongs to a military organization, while others argue it's a religious significance. Maybe you have heard of this New London before and can settle this debate. That's your city from the first game, by the way.
Right, okay, because that sounded familiar. So,
yeah.
like, what happens, what happens, like, if you pick one of these? Is it, like, you, like, rewrite the narrative? Or can
this will create a continuity in which New London has embraced order. It actually, if I remember right, it changes the factions at the beginning. Or makes it more likely to have certain factions. I have literally always done order. I have no idea what this does, so let's do this one.
Yeah. Might as well find out now.
I can't believe it. They're religious zealots. Those are the Crusaders. Let's see here. We need... Oh my god, did I really not? Oh, that was a housing district, that's why. More food. Food. We need more FUD.
So yeah, what is like the first like resource that kind of like you struggle with?
So,
is it getting food?
Basically, the first things you want to fulfill on any settlement is getting housing, getting heat, getting housing at the same time, because you need more heat if people don't have houses.
Right, yeah.
And then getting food. And then after that, you can get everything else, because your people now will not starve or freeze to death. Hopefully.
Right, yeah.
Ideally, they won't do that.
Ideally,
As their captain, I demand that they stop doing that. New laws in effect. No more freezing to death. Everybody just knock it off.
Everyone just stop dying, please.
Yes. Yeah, because every time people die, your trust goes down too. And if that gets to 0, they start a period where they talk about voting you out. Now, I didn't know we were in a democracy and I didn't vote for being able to be voted out,
I didn't vote for you.
but somehow they still managed to get me out of office.
So, like, do like certain like events always happen in every chapter?
Yes, yeah. But like I said, I have never done the one where you pick religion. So I assume that the faction that is religious is going to have different events with it than, the factions I've played.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense.
Let's see here. Did I get enough? No, I need to build one more of these, if I remember right. Oh, what do these guys want? What we got over here? Ah, here we go. Treya Cleghorn 62 seamstress looking at her grandchildren playing. My knees ache and my fingers are so stiff I can't hold the needle anymore. I've lived a full life. It warms my heart to see little Betty and Jacob play by the evening fire, but maybe this is it. I've talked with the other elders. If it comes to it, we will go. I won't let my grandchildren starve. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food required.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was imagining it was like, I'm gonna be mulched into food, and I was like, that's beyond dark.
Oh man, supposedly there's an event where you do that. I have not run into it.
I would not be surprised if that's what happened.
Also, I'm genuinely surprised we don't have a Soylent Green tech in this game. Like, there is no tech in the tree that permanently does that. Which I think is an oversight. Like, we should just be mulching people.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course. It's a wasted resource not to.
Exactly.
I wouldn't.
Exactly. I'm glad that our city all agrees, all two of us, that we need to be eating those elderly and we can't let them leave with their biomass. What do you mean you're gonna take your calories with you?
So is it like certain like events just like pop up like after like time just like goes by?
Some of them are triggered based off of having passed a law. Some of them are triggered off of like having low morale or low like trust or being low with the specific faction. Others are actually like just you have reached a certain week in story mode. In Utopia mode, I don't think there's anything like that.
Oh, okay.
And then like out in the Frostlands, there are a bunch of events. But
cool. Okay.
I was a little disappointed in the variety of things out in the Frostlands. Because in the original game, like, the Frostlands is, like, all the story. In this one, it's, like, kinda part of the story. Oh, sorry, I was deleting this because it's out. There's nothing there. That's what that red means.
Okay.
So, basically, you can salvage something, and you get back a lot of the resources that went into it. And also, it reclaims all the workers for me, because they all got fired. Nothing else to dig up.
Oh, I see. Huh.
So, go home.
Yeah, everyone just go home for the
go
day.
Home. Just kidding. Tell your elderly to sacrifice themselves. They either have the choice of becoming calories or becoming fuel. Throw themselves into the generator.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that'd be a net negative on the generator because of all the blood in a person.
I would assume so.
I was gonna say, I mean, you have to put all that energy back into him to get him to burn. Are you getting more energy out?
Yeah, true.
These are the problems that plague the captain, you know? This is the day-to-day life of the captain. Oh god, are the elderly, are they energy positive when we put them in the generator?
Yeah.
What about the kids?
So like you have like objectives in the top left, right?
Yeah, that's what this is. And I'm getting food, and we can see here stockpile ready in 35 weeks. I could make them do shifts or emergency shifts, but that causes them to lose trust, and we don't have a lot of that left after mugging them a couple times.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of that. Yeah.
To be fair, I am morally bankrupt as their leader, so. Because we are sending the elderly out into the Frostlands. Advanced scouts, you know.
Does each sacrifice come in as like an event, or?
Yeah. As it gets closer, the sacrifice one I know. As we get closer to it, they're like, "Do you really want us to go?" And I'm like, well,
ideally.
I mean, yeah, I have 40,000 food, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you could, it would be great if you could.
Little Timmy would really like more food.
Yeah, Timmy would really, really enjoy that.
Oh yeah, I need to get another one of these. That's a stock. So under your food here, you'll see that it's. Oh god, I was about to point to it. There's no way for me to keep this tooltip up, but you'll see down at the bottom there it says stockpile.
Oh, okay.
So I can only right now have 25,000, and each of those increases it by 10,000, I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
Let me find it here. 15. Sorry. So this one will get me 8, so I have a stockpile of 40,000. Oh god,
Okay.
Heat demand increased.
And your food stockpile does it always exist in the same spot, no matter like what part of the chapter you're on?
Actually, that's kind of interesting. I can't get more oil. Okay, well, we'll just overdrive.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm getting all the oil I possibly can on this map. And just going up one difficulty means that I can't actually keep this thing perfectly warm.
Oh
no,
shit.
wait a second. What's going on now? Can I... No, okay. Yeah, we'll just... That'll be fine. Let's not worry about that.
Yeah. No big deal.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, the game will tell me later that it's killing people, so it'll be fine. And we'll get rid of this, because it takes up heat, so, like, now that there's nothing there, I can reclaim some of that and maybe stop burning my generator down. Maybe.
Which, yeah, you want to keep it like alive.
But it is really nice, you know, to have all that extra heat. It does feel nice and toasty in my office.
So, like, did they ever like show you like your character who's like making these decisions like canonically?
No, we never get to see Stuart.
Ah, okay. So Stuart is just a dude in a place somewhere.
Yeah, I assume like I live like this is probably my entire house right here.
Ah, okay.
I just presume that I live in this and no one else is allowed in.
Oh,
My
okay,
bed
that
right
makes
next to the generator. Like the guy in Snowpiercer. I live at the front of the train.
Oh, yeah.
Tell the kids to go down there and fix things. Yeah, let's just put it on 3 for now. Until we get some, you know, events. Oh. Okay, that one's good. Let me see here. I want to double check. Do we need to be burning the generator at the ground? I think I do. Ah, damn. That's disappointing. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Whatever.
It'll be fine.
Again, my office feels fantastic right now. Some would say tropical.
Yeah. Could even say toasty.
Yeah. Warmer than it was ever in England before the frost.
It's a good game to remind you of what you have.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to live through, you know, Victorian Ice Age era.
Sub-Saharan Africa is, you know, what I'm...
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, man, I remember when things were that warm.
Back in my day, our grandparents used to have to sacrifice themselves so we could eat.
Back in my day, we used to eat, Grandma. Food secured. We did it.
Nice.
Wait.
So that the golden week number up there by the whiteout arriving text, is that like the number until the chapter's over?
Yeah, exactly. So we actually did it really fast. Like this wasn't even really that hard on Captain difficulty, but also
okay.
Work harder, maggots. Get more food. I'm not abusing my authority. You're abusing my patience, peasants.
Yeah.
Let's make another...
You think they'd be more grateful, considering the fact that we're all doing it to stay alive.
Yeah, you would think so. Oh man, I'm gonna have to turn down my office. Okay, there we go.
Turn down your office? Oh.
Yeah. Damn it. Those peasants using an unfair share of my heating. Oh well. We'll return some scrap to them. Does that feel better?
Is there like I guess it's a bad term, but like is there a literal heat map that you can like see where like you're
so
heat?
there is I can hold 4 on my keyboard and I can see how many resources it's using, how much heat it used, and then what it's producing. There
That's
are buildings that can add later that will produce heat. Like, basically little generators out there.
right. Yeah.
2 registered as sick. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That better be Grandma and Grandpa that are going out into the Frostlands. Oh, I never got the event to send them out. Oh, I guess it's because I was making the deadline.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, look up there. Negative 1045. Fuck.
Woof.
Turn on the overdrive. My office is
Woof.
so cold. Brr. Brr. I don't know if you saw the temperature, but it was negative 110°C.
Oh no, shit.
Yeah, we
A lot worse than I
survived.
was
I don't know. I still don't think, like, 110°C just does not seem survivable.
I don't think
It
no,
is.
I don't think
That
it
is negative 166 Fahrenheit. If I remember right, that's not even like normal for Antarctica.
No. No, not at all. That's like extreme.
That's
I
like
guess this is like a dystopian thing, but yeah. that's,
yeah,
like, extreme cold.
negative 93.2 is like is like a record in Antarctica. So I mean that's a negative. I guess. I mean we're in England. We're not that far from the Arctic Circle. Maybe that's
true,
like
yeah.
maybe that's reasonable. I don't know. Oh God, no! That was like at the top of a mountain too.
Oh
Oh
shit.
God.
No.
Okay.
That would make a lot more sense. I was like, that seems like
Well,
it's like an extreme pocket.
it is in Antarctica. It just. I just want to know like what the temperature is at the Rock of Gibraltar, or not Rock of Gibraltar. The what is that white coast line?
Oh.
It's the worst like thing you can get in Civilization. The Cliffs of Dover.
Is it still in Africa? Oh, Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah, the White Cliffs of Dover. I want to know what
Yeah,
the temperature is at the Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody else brought up a really good point. How is there snow without evaporation?
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good point. I don't know if there's some other means by which this can, you know,
Right, 'cause
happen.
you have to have it like made somehow.
Yeah, there'd have to be some liquid somewhere. I guess at the equator there still could be.
Ooh,
But, I
title
mean,
card.
If, yeah, the old captain is dead. This is my chance. Food is low. Overpopulation looms. Coal is running out. I was waiting for migrant
London
workers who are
weak.
taking our jobs. People yearn for a worth dreaming of, but it's the same future of all. Keep the city together. Survive.
Survive.
Yeah, my screen just cracks when you get the Halo survive. Hold its hand on its deathbed.
The game was the whole time.
Yeah. God, that is so cool. Scraping the barrel. Nice. Let's get to work. The captain is dead. As he weakened, growing divisions brought city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now New London is left to suffer the consequences. As steward... Hey, they spelled my name wrong.
That's not how you spell Stewart.
Yeah, that's not how you spell Stewart. What in the hell? It's your... I guess, you know, like, I get it. I'm new. They made the name badge. They didn't ask.
Yeah,
I'll get them to change it later. Get them to change it later
Yeah.
to Captain.
Yeah.
My new name is Captain. It is your charge to lead, but you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city is low on resources. Use this warmer year to build more shelter, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
If I have to, I guess.
Yeah, if that's what my constituents want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm only doing this
It's all about running on the
because-
platform and then changing it right as soon as you get elected, right?
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
Totally fine.
My super PAC wants this, so...
So this is a new chapter? This is like
yes,
the...
this is like now we're in Frostpunk proper.
So we have to get to a shallow coal stream and then
Yeah,
construct...
so that's these over
Oh, I see.
here.
Extraction.
So we're gonna start getting some coal. A new resource. Like, we only had oil in the last one. I don't know what this coal is.
Coal?
Yeah. Look, Stuart didn't go to no college.
Yeah. Wasn't his job.
Yeah. Stuart was a janitor.
Wasn't a job.
He worked night shift at the sanatorium. Some reason the previous captain thought it'd be funny to be like, Stuart, run the whole city.
Yeah. Imagine like the Stardew Valley, like the weird bed in your grandfather's living room. Like, please, Stuart.
Why does everybody talk about that? The weird bed.
I think just because like it's a really weird piece of art.
It
Like
is a
it's
very
a
weird meme.
It's a weird bed. Like it doesn't fit with the rest of the. It's kind of like MS Paint-ish looking, but also it's like why like if the man has such an extravagant farmhouse, why the hell does he look like he has a bed that was made from like cheaper than IKEA like a week ago? It's real weird.
If he built it himself, you know, that seems.
Yeah.
I think he built it himself. I mean, it seems likely.
Yeah. I mean,
I
would
can't.
guess,
Okay,
but...
so I'm gonna make this council hall. Funny thing
Okay.
is, you could just not make this, and then like people will never be pissed at you because
be a problem.
there's no place to go
Yeah.
vote on laws.
Oh no.
So one of the ways some people play this game right now is by just never actually building the council hall, and then nobody can complain about your laws.
I mean, I guess it's like it's not a bad strategy, really.
It's really not. That's what I love about it. So we're gonna call some
Yeah.
extra squalor here to get some heat over here. Because you must huddle together for warmth, including your districts.
That's fair.
I would have loved if they had like a wind direction and like basically like if it came from a direction and you know you're downwind, that it would work. But I get it.
Oh yeah.
It's all fine. It's still fun. But it would have been really cool if they had done that. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're getting the FUD. We are... These little areas down here, they're... Basically, if I build anything in here, they have plus 20 heat because they are sheltered with ice walls. Up here, you get minus 20 heat, but you get an extra 10 housing because you're building like high rises. You can actually use this wall for like support. And down here, you get both.
Oh, cool. That helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that it actually has like that sort of like
Up here, we get
to it.
You can build down in this crevice, the stable crevice, of course. We would never build in an unstable crevice. I'd never do that to my
that
people.
Would be sacrilege.
Yeah. I would never send the old people out. Who said that?
Yeah. Who would ever believe in such a thing? That's preposterous.
Yeah. How dare you accuse me of such a thing?
We love them all equally.
Yes. They all tasted fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, now that you say that, I'm kind of surprised there isn't like a more like Soylent Green like option here.
I am really surprised that they didn't just throw one in, because there's one ending in this game that feels like it's straight from Stellaris. So like not having Soylent Green is kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
That seems very Victorian to me.
So frostbreaking takes like actual like real time.
Yeah.
To, like,
I mean, I'm on 1 speed, so yeah. I mean, so we're gonna go ahead and hold on here. Yeah, you hear him saying in the background, Stuart. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their say. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you people.
Yeah, we're gonna let the
Always
people vote. Didn't a dictatorship work fine for us for years? Anyways.
You guys really want to have to go all the way out of your... I mean, oh man.
Yeah.
Could you imagine using cold as voter suppression? Jesus.
The Faith Keepers are the only organized faction and have a strong opinion on everything. Well, that sounds right.
This district is...
They are devoted to what they claim was the late captain's vision, a godly society built on progress, equality, and tradition. Tradition in the Victorian era is something else. So, yeah. The New Londoners and Frostlanders clash over our survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues, of course.
Of course, yeah.
They're like, I just don't like it.
Yeah. It just sounds icky, and
yeah. But you're not going to propose anything else? Nah, I just don't like your proposal.
No.
Then there are those who view the Faith Keepers with contempt for their role in New London's history. ... Whatever that could be implying. But they keep to the shadows for now.
So there's like the city people and the people who... That's like the major like theme of the game, right? The city people and the people who do...
Usually you get one group that's like, we should adapt to the Frostlands. the generator's a shackle. And then you get another one that's like, we should improve our technology. And I'm like, so like one of you believes that we should just like be like godly or faithful enough that like we just
Yeah.
don't care. And unfortunately, you can actually pass enough laws where your people are just like, I don't give a damn about living outside. Um,
Okay. Okay.
I'm like, I didn't know that actually worked. That you could just faith your way out of negative 110 degrees
Yeah.
Celsius. But okay,
Yeah. It's like, all right. I mean, if that's what you
yeah. So
want, I guess.
when we return to the council in the future, we'll be able to propose new laws to vote on. But for now, a special vote needs to be happen. The communities of No London have to accept you as their leader. Be careful. If you fail, this will be the end of your run. Let's see here. You wanna go on Twitch and help vote? I
Oh, is there actually like a Twitch?
Yeah. If you go to Twitch now, yeah, get into Twitch
Okay.
chat before I
See.
click that button.
Yeah. No, I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't see
There we go. Hold on.
Ooh. Okay. Make your voice heard by casting your vote.
Yeah,
Your vote will be part of the Twitter.
Help me. Help
Should
me.
the steward remain in power?
Yeah, don't vote me out.
How do I vote?
I don't know. I've never done it before.
How? Frostpunk 2 campaign. No. Visible.
Vote participants.
How do I?
Let me click the vote button and see what happens.
Okay.
Do you have a chance now? Oh no.
There's nothing in the actual chat.
I think it'll actually be on the screen. Like, I think it'll be like the overlay, but I'm not sure. I haven't done it before, so we'll try it again later.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Nothing came up.
Okay. Well, next time
Interesting.
we will give it another shot.
I am seeing now we have New Londoners, we have Faith Keepers, and we have Frostlanders. So we no longer have the what was that first faction, the Colonists or whatever it was.
Yeah, no, I think they were like the Wanderers or something like that. They were like a generic faction. They don't really like mean anything.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But like these guys, I can hold evening prayers. Trust rises slightly. Requires favorable or better.
Do the factions change between chapters?
Not. You get one more. Well, you get two more. And they change between runs, but like for the story, I think it's based off of that first decision I made.
Oh, okay.
But in a Utopia run where you're just like free building, it's based off of just like how you pass certain laws, and then also some of them are just random that you get.
Okay.
And let's get all these housing districts down. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, you know what? Let's break all these out here and start working our way down here. We'll go to these prefabs, so I have those for the future. We'll start working our way over again.
So prefabs are they like the things that are already like in the ground that you can like
yeah, so like I can actually use industrial districts to turn materials into prefabs, but you really want to do that for goods here, because goods are things that people are going to buy, and they increase your heat stamp income, which is your money,
right, yeah,
snowbucks, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, snowbucks, yeah.
So this is what lets me expand a district. Oh, wait a second. I think I can turn the generator on now. Are you ready? No. Oh, right. We need to finish this. Okay, hold on. How long do we have on the agenda? So we got 7 weeks and 6 days until the council happens again. These are like how much we've gone into certain technologies. So progress is in conflict with adaptation. Merit is in conflict with equality, and tradition is in conflict with reason.
Oh, I see. So there is like differing like opinions or whatever.
Yeah. So some of the factions, like you'll see this one here, cares about progress, equal, and tradition. Which that's weird. Equality is what it. So if I get technologies that are for these, it'll make them happier, and it'll increase that bar over here. And those bars control whether I can get like a capstone technology, like a really powerful technology that belongs to like the end tech of that particular decision.
Okay.
Like one of them is just you unleash automatons into the city to go fix things and run people over. The last part isn't a feature.
I mean, it's kind of actually pretty cool. I like that.
You know,
Just like get the mechs to overrule the city.
yeah, you can actually have police officers that are mounted on mechs, and they will like gun people down in the streets with their mech for like stealing a candy bar. That's actually very America.
That's the authoritarian stuff that I would expect.
Yeah, they were, I mean, outstanding police work. They're meeting quota. Running people over in the streets. It feels like this is taking, like, way longer than it would for me normally, but that's just because I'm not, like, doing everything on 3-speed. Oh, I forgot to mug everybody. Hold on. Hey, everybody. So,
Hey, guys. Sorry to bother you, but,
so you can see I took money from them and people left them. And this is, like, the nice way of asking for money. That's really not mugging. Mugging is the demand funds, and look how I send guard squads. Yeah, mugging is when I send them door to door, and I'm like, "What you got that's not bolted down?"
Yeah, I'd be like, "Well, you tried."
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's get this over here. Get all my coal. Get these. Okay, let's turn the generator on. We did it. I'm gonna wait for Tom to get back here.
All right, I have returned.
Hey, so I just turned on the generator. I realized I was looking at the wrong button. Probably could have turned it on a while ago, but that's just me, committing to adapting.
Okay, so we have a new coal deposit.
Yeah, we have the coal deposit. We've started digging up, and it's very low. So what I really want to do is I want to get out to this. So I started going this way because this is how you get scouts to send out into the Frostlands to die.
Okay.
For God flagging country.
So can you like go and expand and like ask people to be like, hey, do you want to come join as a colony or?
I mean, ask is kind of.
Oh right, strong. Ask is a.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is so primarily colonization and.
Yeah. Forces, this is where we go full British Empire.
Fuck. Okay.
And I'm like, I wasn't really asking for those resources. Yeah. It was more like, telling.
Yeah, it's like, hey, sorry. I know it kind of like came off as more of like a whenever you get to it request.
But eat your opioids and like them. Long live the British Empire. I don't know how we're growing opioids in negative 110, but
Yeah. Put on your VR headset.
the opium must grow.
Yeah.
Actually, not even kidding. You can produce opium.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, that's
Well,
kind
we
of like
can't Soylent Green. Actually, you know
Right.
what? It feels more reasonable to be able to do Soylent Green than opioids at negative 110.
Right, because like you still have to have heat to make that
Because
stuff. Like
opium,
Soylent Green. You could-
opium is like, let's make this in Afghanistan, not like, not like, let's grow it in like a hothouse.
Right. Because like with like
'Cause
people,
also-
however you mulch them, you could turn them into like a thing where it's like, okay, just freeze them for like a couple like.
Something
tens of
I never
years and
understood
then
in this game is like, we wouldn't have fluorescent lights at this point. Like, look, it's 1916 up in the top left corner.
That's true. Yeah. So
I don't know that doing like hydroponics and stuff like that. I don't know how you would do it with the technology they have. Maybe it's possible. I just
Unless they
don't know
mean to
how
say
it's
that-
done.
Right, like unless I mean to say that like the light bulb or some sort of like non flame
look.
open flame light heat thing happens, but I don't.
Basically, at the end of every game, this girl, you get to see how well she did in your society. I think she has like
Oh,
one good.
So this is one of
ending.
those like scripted like this happens no matter what.
Yeah, yeah. Lily May is always born 99% of the time, or I should actually say in my society 100% of the time, she has had a disappointing ending.
Wow.
So, these are all the laws that we can pass. Any
Okay.
of them that are lit up will have laws under them that we can pass.
Oh, cool. Do you have like your own like Senate building? It's like a big circle.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that little,
And
like,
actually,
yeah.
let me go back to that. It's really cool.
I was saying because I saw people
So,
moving and I was like, it's
see
kinda
all
cool
these
if it's, like,
guys?
living.
You can click on them. And you can see who they are. Who are you? Eva
Oh, that's
Mercer
cool.
outran younger sibling in a bear attack. Misses having one person make all the decisions. Well, you shouldn't have outrun them in a bear attack then. Secretly likes the
Give me a
idea of
little bit
settling
fucking-
down
oh
in
my
one place.
God. You can just like see their past history
Yeah,
of like,
was
well, they fell
bullied.
asleep during a lot of council
Was
meetings.
bullied for being disorganized as a child. Tried to keep a seal as a pet. Proud of
Aw.
himself.
Raymond Sullivan.
Watched his mother fall to her death. Hears voices in the generator hum.
Man, oh, I want to know who is doing like the fact research. Like, there's like a whip running around here who's just like, yeah, man, like you're gonna not believe some of the shit these people have seen.
It's a small community.
I mean, I
and
guess
they-
it must be-
apparently these
like,
people
newspaper
talk.
Must be crazy.
Built a miniature igloo for her pet.
Actually, that's a really good point. Are
Secretly
there
likes the
newspapers in this
taste
world?
of sawdust. No, not that I'm aware of.
Because yeah, the heat it would take to process the ink and like to run that. I mean, it must still be mostly word of
Oversalts.
mouth. So how much of this is actually
Bastard.
true?
Look at that. Oversalts? That should be
Oversalts
punishable
what?
by death.
Oh, like oversalts their
Yeah, let's see what this guy's doing.
hates
Oscar
philosophical
Cobb
questions.
negotiated higher pay for his entire team. Only child and acts like it, proud of his single strong opinion.
I would like to see like names in here being like Kickstarter backers.
Daniel Cobb. I wonder if I can rename them. Oh, you should totally be able to rename these people.
That would be so cool.
So I can rename the settlement. So if I go up here and I click on this... Oh, wait a second. Maybe I can only do that in Utopia. Or not the main one, maybe.
like edit like some JSON file. It's like they're all named Senator 1.
Actually, that is like something that somebody should be doing. Not just Senator
I wouldn't
1,
be
but grabbing them
surprised.
from Twitch.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna get through the laws here. These are the cool laws. So these are the ones where I'm like, you know, here, I can become the captain.
Okay, so these are the ones that like. What are like the different types of laws here?
So, these laws require there to be a lot of tension in the city, and you can tell there's a lot of tension in the city because people aren't in their seats and they look like they're about to fight each other. And
I see.
also
Like,
when we
they're
go down
like
here,
literally up in arms. Okay.
see here, tension is severe because it's notably cold because, well, I didn't have the generator on when I probably could have.
Notable disease.
There's notable
fear of running
disease,
out of-
which is also probably because of the cold, by fear of running out of coal. Which I assume every Victorian society suffered from at some point.
That would make sense.
Early stage Victorian society, you know, they don't realize that there's more coal than, you know, anything. If this settlement was built over Kentucky, we just wouldn't even like people could just shovel snow in there and it'd be like half coal and half snow
Right, yeah. Like if you
from
had like the
the
right kind of
ground.
soil. I guess that's the problem with this being like what
Oh,
London or London
so
area.
in the 1800s, Kentucky has so much coal that you can shovel it off the ground without digging in certain areas.
Oh, like in like an actual
In
like
real
life.
life, yes. Like
Holy shit.
when they went and started getting
That's
coal in
so smart.
Kentucky, it was just on the ground. Like there are deposits that were above ground, and there was so much that it is like a significant portion of the coal there is above ground. Like
So like that means like they must have like come through because I mean most coal places I know of are like West Virginia and like mines, but like Kentucky had its surface level that must have been like all taken up already.
no, not at all. It's so deep, it's ridiculous. We're talking like not only was the topsoil coal, it's like that keeps going anywhere where that was.
Okay.
There's two major coal fields in Kentucky. So I looked this up for Victoria because in Victoria, in Victoria 3, you'll notice that most places that have a lot of coal have like they'll either have like 20 of it if they have any coal. Then they'll have an extra 50 for having like one major coal field, and there's only two states in the game, Kentucky and like one of the places in Australia that has like 170 coal. And I was like,
Oh,
why
to
did they
reflect real life.
yeah, and I was like, why did they let this have 170? And I looked at those two places, and it's because they have like 2 to 3 major coal fields in them. Kentucky has one on the west side of the state, which is just like, just the basically the entire west side of the state. Like if you went to the left of Lexington,
Yeah.
and then over on the east side of the state in towards Appalachia, the Appalachian Mountains, they have another field.
That would make sense, yeah, because like mountains are where like that disruption would happen to cause that coal to like collect.
Yeah, it is really crazy.
We got a chat from someone named Cameron Etashami.
Yeah.
Best of luck tonight. Hi, everyone. Well, thank you, Cameron. It looks like it's your first time on.
Cameron, like and subscribe.
Here. Yeah, like and subscribe if you could, Cameron.
Yeah.
That'd be a big help. You know, come around here long enough, maybe you can work your way up into out of the frost mines and into
exactly
the inner city.
We may let you out of the frost mines.
Yeah, we might. That's like kind of up to the council vote, and right now they're having a Donnybrook, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Anytime.
It's not positive outlook here. Oh yeah, I forgot to upgrade their housing districts.
So is the like
I need to do this so I
like,
get a building slot. So there's these down here, and right now I can't research a tech because I don't have this. Oh, also, oh that's not done yet. I was gonna say we can do Frostlands, but we can't actually.
It looks like there's like a heat line that kind of goes through like your settlements. Obviously, like is that a thing that like actually like matters, or is it more of just like showing the connection of like, hey, you have these districts nearby?
Yeah, they don't really do anything other than like look cool. You can see little walkers like leaving the automatons. Yeah, look at them. Look at them go. Look at these little guys.
Oh, that is. Oh, they got their own little path. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, look at them go.
So, are they like utility automatons? Like, what do they do?
So they're really cool because they don't die to the cold, like normal workers. In the first game, you can actually just send them to like run any district or any like workshop. You can just send them there and they'll do it, and they have to come back to the generator.
Like laborers.
They are they are as intelligent as humans. They are so Babbage did real good after his first calculating machine. And they have these things called steam cores. These things. Oh look, here we go. So this is me.
Okay.
I got my Frostland team. I need to send them out. Take these New Londoners back. Overpopulation and dwindling fuel reserves force many residents in New London to take refuge in these temporary shelters built around a small hot spring. Its inhabitants wait for conditions to improve for them to return home.
Okay.
Well, we've improved because we found you.
I'm gonna say, I mean, yeah.
So we can go to this place and we can explore this. The windswept foothills used to be thoroughly explored, but whiteouts have erased the path and safe houses we constructed. The area had an old coal mine, though. Maybe there's leftover coal. My God, coal in them hills.
There's coal in them thar hills.
Yeah. We should investigate.
I mean, yeah, I figure
So
why not.
once those pitiful meatbags get back and I have more workers, we can put them to work in a research center where they'll research things like human sterilization, because that's what we need. Dude, the ideas that these people come up with and come to me with, and they're like, Stuart, I think we found something that you'd like to know about. We could sterilize criminals. And I'm like, guys.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of humans left to begin with.
Anyone got
Yeah.
any excess humans that they're trying to get rid of?
Yeah. I don't need my humans spayed and neutered. I actually need them, like, you know, reproducing to make more workers. But yeah, so, our researchers will eventually come to us with nifty ideas like that. Very progressive, you know. Some would say ahead of their time. Because I don't think Russia would be doing that until a little bit later.
Sure, I wonder what like Russian fans of this game think. Like, oh yeah,
Russians just like, oh, balmy.
this game was based on some summers my dad had.
Negative 20C. Balmy. Basically tropical. I'm assuming that's like the Russian mentality of that. Why are all these why is all these temperatures tropical?
What is the logistics district? Is that like where the automatons come from?
So logistics is the thing where I send people out into the wilds.
Oh, okay, that's like the actual exploration.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's 5 districts. So
press this to start viewer poll. What does it say?
Help arbitrary hero make a decision by voting on one of the options below. To vote, I need to share my Twitch identity. Okay, that's what it was.
To vote, you just have to send me your social security number.
Okay, yeah, and those 4 digits in the back of my
Yeah.
credit card. Show me our options. Yes, do that. Show me our options.
Decide later. No, I'll show options. There we go. It's the
Oh, I
idea
see.
tree. Yeah, this one was kind of inconsequential, but we need new ideas to move forward. However, different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview.
So, okay, your solutions are literally tied to a certain community?
Yeah, so you'll see when I click on
You can't
this.
pick one that might benefit more than one.
So there's Frostland. It may, like this one here, you can see
Oh, okay.
the New Londoners and the Faith Keepers agree with. But these guys would really like this one.
No one else shares this idea.
Yeah, but this one, it says, like, Faith Keepers agree with this idea. So this one increases squalor, but it gives 180 coal for 300 workforce. This one takes 400 resources and 150 output, and it slightly increases disease.
Damn, there's a
Oh,
lot of
and
tools.
also, the difference in materials is drastic. I'm probably going to go with the Frostlander one. Just because...
There's a
So,
lot.
Squalor is a lot harder. There's less... I shouldn't say harder, there's just less buildings that reduce squalor.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go with the one... There are more buildings that reduce this. Disease.
Blasting the coal mine sounds fun.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just go based off whatever sounds cool.
both of them have issues.
When there's
If
this
I
much
remember
text, I'm like, you know,
Actually, it's kind of weird that the Faith Keepers want this. I'm kind of curious what their
what
events
does
will
the
be.
Faithkeepers want? Oh, actually, wait, I guess I can look that up on my Twitch integration.
For some reason, my clergy
Advanced humanity.
want, like, what I would have thought is, like, big coal.
What's the con of the Faithkeepers? Like, if they're humanists, it sounds.
The Faith
Good?
Keepers believe in, like, worshipping the generator, if I remember right.
Oh, okay. So it's
Here,
funny
let
that
me
they. So on the faction
go.
thing on here, they say Faithkeepers progress to advance humanity, equal as one flock.
Yeah,
Tradition
here
is
you
our
go.
bedrock.
The Faith
Okay.
Keepers uphold the faith
So that's
established by the captain to keep the city together during the trying times of the Great Storm. Since his death, they worship his memory and endeavor to continue what they claim to be his legacy. They preach that through hard work and prayer,
And
New
prayer,
London
okay,
can
yeah.
be turned into a green paradise where all citizens will live equally under the protection of the Holy Generator. As such, to them, any notions of breaking free from the generator or suggestions that they rely on technology that might be short-sighted or blasphemy.
Does that mean that they think that like automatons are like angels?
Dude, I have
Is
no
there, like,
idea.
Oh my god!
I
Wait, are they
literally,
the
I've
Evangelion
never
faction?
done this faction, so
Shinji, get in the generator,
Yeah,
or else
Shin-
we'll make Captain do it again.
Oh my god, Shinji getting the generator. Oh no. Shinji, don't do it.
I like the idea of like they're like Phyrexian like metamorph type
I don't think that's
fucking
it.
automatons.
I think they're not that
Oh,
intelligent.
they don't want to be completed. They don't want to
Yeah, they
become
don't
one
want to
with the
be
machine.
complete with PLEAT.
Yeah, the eat.
I don't understand that actually why they did that, but
I always thought it was like it has something to do with just like a weird spelling and also the word eat, so it's more of like consumption.
it does look like it could be like a British spelling. To be fair, that does look like something that would have been in like a Space Marine Codex, and then I would have fucked up on a spelling test in high school, or not high school, 5th grade.
They don't want Mommy Elishnorn.
Yeah. Mommy Elishnorn. Yep. What was March of the Machine? Mom. Yeah.
Yeah, Mom. Yeah.
Such a great
literally.
set. Ma.
So there's
the Phyrexians.
Little,
Ma. Okay, so let's
little,
see.
like outlines.
Deacon Grace, 51 priestess, praying to the generator. Such relief to have you back on. Oh, holy generator, provider and sustainer, our light, our heat, our heart, our shining beacon, hear our prayer. Make us instruments of your light, that we might fill the hearts of our flock with your radiance, and forever fight against the cold of the frost. May you forever warm our path. The generator is revered and beloved by the Faith Keepers.
I mean, it doesn't seem so bad.
Until you remember that Timmy is like part of the generator.
Right,
we definitely sent Timmy into the generator into the first one.
Yeah, so when
actually, does that mean that like Timmy ascended? Now that I think about it, maybe he's like a saint now.
Yeah.
Timmy, the patron saint of the generator. You actually send a little kid into the generator in the first one to keep it from blowing up. Because he's the only one who can get in there and actually do the work. And like I said, I assume that means he ascended.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess if it gets so hot, he must die, right?
From being so comfortable.
Yeah.
He's some say he's still in there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do these people like me? No, they don't like me enough to do prayer sessions. Here, hold on. I don't have enough money either. Can I rob somebody and like pay them? No, I robbed everybody already. Foo! I didn't think about that. The only thing I could do is make everybody else really pissed by doing an emergency. Oh, wait, we can vote on a law. Let's do a law. We really should do this one. This one here is awesome. So there's a lot of options for this one. Most laws don't have this many options. But what's really nice is you can actually make the main district, the thing in the middle, generate prefabs. So in the early game, this one is good because you just don't have a lot of things that make prefabs, and it guarantees that you have a trickle no matter what. In the late game, either of these become really good. This one is just like heat demand everywhere is decreased. And this one is service exemptions, which is like just everybody makes more money, which means they pay for more taxes. And there's no inflation in this game, fortunately.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Can you vote? I'm gonna review council people. Recruit.
Oh, it looks like I can.
Yeah.
Everyone must inspect the heat pipes in their places of residence, spotting and fixing minor heat leakages around the city.
Oh, I did the wrong one. No! Oh no! I clicked the wrong one. I clicked the one that I would normally do in the late game.
Back?
No. No. We can change it later.
Let me vote. Did I vote?
Oh,
I see. I think I just clicked.
Did you just click it already?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna press vote now, and it should tell me. Yeah, see, for it. And over there, you can see you voted for it.
So do I count as one citizen, or like how does that?
You count as one of the people in the stands.
Oh, okay. That would make sense.
And I let it actually be 80 people. So you, if you go into the settings, they don't let you do 100%, which would be pretty hilarious. Twitch council voting percentage. So 80% of my council can be run by Twitch.
That would be a great way to speed run, like have just like a Twitch group that just comes together and votes the same way for everything.
That's actually the funny part. So like for this law, going down this is basically impossible if you don't have enough tension. But like with Twitch, I could actually do it. These laws actually require 67 votes to pass instead of 51.
Oh, okay.
So they need a 2/3 majority instead of a simple majority.
Interesting they do it by the category, by law.
Those laws are radical. Those are like, let's not be a democracy anymore. Which is
Oh,
why,
I see.
which
Yeah.
is why it's like, hey, um, you know,
Right.
maybe we should reconsider whether we should just give this guy like Caesar level powers right now.
Johnny Test, welcome to stream. The ghost of advice has come. We will gladly take some. I mean, do you want to start voting in some of the council meetings, Johnny?
We
Technically, count
always,
as
I
a
accept anybody with the pulse into the council.
Oh, I
Which,
see. Yeah, because of the Twitch integration. Yeah, I forgot they don't work on
yeah,
mobile, do they?
that's a shame.
It'd be cool if they had like an override that was like just a text command.
You're just a you're like Puerto Rico. You just get to observe.
Yeah, Johnny Quest, exactly. So like, are like the what's
Oh,
the
yeah.
little map
So-
overlay where you can show like the nodes? or,
Oh,
like, the
okay.
colors?
So if I hold Alt, it shows me all the different districts and the buildings inside them,
Oh.
and then these mean that they don't have anything in them. If I hold 4, that's the one that shows heat. 5 is materials, like how much it's eating up and how much it's generating. 6 is food. I don't actually know. I guess this is because in the original game, like, this district would have had, like, a bunch of little things in it that produce stuff. But this district is, like, it just produces a lot of
so it's like
everything.
more macros.
You can see here it produces food, some goods, guards.
Huh.
My cronies. Yeah, we can see the workforce here, and then we can see the district proximity effects, which is like what bonuses they get for being next to each other.
Okay.
So yeah. Let's see here. Let's I don't know why it keeps pinging this one to me. I've already built that. Research an idea. Oh yeah, we're working on that. Okay, never mind, that makes more sense. How's the Outlands going? Okay.
And the colors are like faction, or no? That's,
no, they're the type of
districts,
district.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so blue is housing, green is food, red is industry, and yellow is extraction.
Okay.
But yeah. Let's see here. Damn it. I already.
Johnny, the person on camera right now is Max, and I am Tom.
Hold on.
We are streaming Frostpunk 2. We normally stream a lot of Helldivers and a lot of other.
Yeah, this would
other
normally
games.
be Cameron playing Zelda today, but
Yeah.
he had something else to do, and I was like, I'll take your spot. We can swap out Zelda for some.
Well, I think the schedule right now is like Thursday and Friday. Cameron's like, let's just play a bunch of Switch
Victorian era. If England was like, we must colonize everything, the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
We're going.
Yeah, Johnny, like the tank engine, although mine has an H in it, but I use all spellings. In Spanish class in high school, I would also spell it with just 5 letters.
When did I do overdrive? Huh.
Can you like tell overdrive by like the speed of the heat?
Normally you can just tell because like you'll be way under, you turn it on, and it's like 50% better. So like you just go back to not having any heat. I didn't realize I turned that on, and I probably killed some people. But
But because of the heat?
Well, so when you keep running the generator like that, it doesn't explode like in the first one. It just starts having malfunctions and killing people.
Oh, I imagine like a haywire like engine that just fucking shoots flame at people.
It's more like the Blood God from 40K. It just starts demanding more more sacrifices.
We need a couple more bodies to stay at this rate.
Yeah. It demands higher pay, more souls to keep the engine running.
The floor like foreman is just like, all right, start throwing your fucking closest coworker in there. We'll just do a free for all, and once we get enough, you're free to go for the day.
Eventually, in one of my runs of this, I had an event where they convinced old people to go into the generator. I'm like,
I mean, I guess it's not that like far off from what that first event was.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, burning instead of freezing to death, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They became one with the generator. Sue Miller, 12, street urchin, looking for trouble. Cindy's pa went and got her a governess like she's gonna be a duchess or something. Not on our
Ferguson.
watch. We rough up the little bitch all right. Ferguson's boys will learn us too if they're trying.
Ferguson is my favorite
Oh my
spelling of
god.
that ever.
If they're trying what is it? If they're trying wife us again tonight, we'll pull razors and say we'll cut out their eyes. It'll be good fun. But what we's want is a proper rumble. Short blades only. Come on, who wants to play? The lack of laws regulating childhood is causing tension. I am not regulating childhood because I want you to
I
see
would
the
say
event
so. I blame the
that
schools.
happens.
Oh, okay.
I blame the entertainment value,
Yeah.
but of letting these Kindle just do whatever they want outside the city. Well, in the city actually.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know. Same at this point.
It
so,
is. It's 8 o'clock for me. I'm gonna head out here in a couple minutes.
Okay. Well, here I'll just leave you on this tech. And actually, I was gonna head out when you do. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
works.
this could never go wrong, right?
Oh man, this game never changed. This is great.
Yes.
Asbestos materials prevent heat leaks. I mean, I guess like.
You're never gonna sand it.
Argue for it. Right? Yeah.
You know. I mean,
like, what does it look like? Where they're like, I mean, well, actually, it is 1800s. Do they even know asbestos is bad yet?
You can get an event where people finally figure out that asbestos is killing people.
Okay, because I was gonna say this is if the 1800s and like they don't.
My understanding is that can actually happen. Is that eventually people will catch on to it, but you need to play a very long game.
Right. Yeah.
You know what? I'll let you guys have the next law. You're my favorites. Don't tell anybody.
I'd love to have like an event that's like, do you try to cover up asbestos and be like, no, you're just not letting the healthy chemicals in.
Mm-hmm. So true. And I'm gonna promote them too. Yeah, everybody join this faction.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe we should all be. Turn off overdrive. It was on still.
Is it automatically getting turned on?
No. I think I'm just fucking things up. That seems more likely than. I must have turned it on when I was looking at it last time. That's a much more believable scenario than something else is going wrong in the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, also, it's bugged.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, so let's see what our people found out here. First thing they found is an old observatory. This tower structure often attracts outcasts and scavengers who would rather live together in cold isolation than follow the laws of New London. How dare they? The settlement has been in decline since the collapse of the observation tower. Some may be willing to reconsider their situation and join us in the city. A rusted engine. The jettisoned secondary engine of a dreadnought. Under its hull, we found a core, an irreplaceable component from before the frost that we can use to power our most advanced technology. Fissures in the ice suggest the dreadnought traveled to the frozen bay a long time ago. And then finally, how would you look at that? An abandoned coal mine. A mining complex inhabited by children a long time ago. And yes, we were the ones who sent them there. Over the years, they grew older and became citizens of New London. The last miners were ordered home by the captain, but we know some coal remains in the shafts. The approach trail is in poor condition, but we found a warehouse with prefabs the captain intended to use to improve it. We could take them or leave them in place if we want to use them. So if we leave them in place, we take fewer Frostland teams because we have to send people out here to get it, and I'm going to do that. Just executive decision. And then we got to make a trail to get out to it, but I don't have the money.
Oh yeah, that's kind of far.
But yeah, so I think we should leave it here, and if I do another one, we'll pick this up. I'll save this as Twitch.
Yeah, I'd be down to do more of this, especially now that it's getting colder out. This is thematically appropriate of a game to play.
I would love to play this on Christmas.
Oh yeah, God, just a nice little Charles Dickens's Frostpunk.
Here's your coal, kid.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little bit that you got from the mines as your gift.
My favorite Christmas movie is Muppet Frostpunk.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
I love the part where Kermit goes into the generator to make sure it doesn't explode.
Please. Oh, that's great.
Okay, well, I think we can call it here if you want to.
This is fun. This is a good introduction. I like
Yeah.
this. I'm excited to come
Well,
back.
if anybody's watching this later, on YouTube, this is Frostpunk. This is where we make the easy choices about sending our old people out into the Frostlands.
Yeah, real
and
coin flip scenarios.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk to you all later.
Yeah, thanks.